Hey guys, and welcome back to another one. Now, as promised, here I am with the latest machine from Trophy, which is the MX4. And for those of you that follow the channel for over a year or so, you might remember my review of the last generation device from Trophy, which was MX4 as well. Now, I'll post a link right over here for those of you that want to check that out, or for those of you that are here for the first time and you might want to do a comparison, because these two devices are still around, one with KitKat last generation and this one with Lollipop, and a few different things. The name is exactly the same, and I would like this chance to say that it is really difficult to get this device. I think it's the worst thing on this device is that it's difficult to get it on stock. Both on Amazon US and also here on Europe. Really difficult. And when we get like 10 units or so, they disappear really fast. So I'll post the links down below, but I can't make any promises because it's really difficult. And if you see some comments on the channel on the last year video, you will see some users talking about that it is really difficult. Now, regarding the device itself, last year, once again, I did have a great experience with this box. This is a budget box, and last year was featured as one of my favorite budget boxes. So if you get it at a good price, it is a really nice machine with some things that I can do a big spoiler alert right over here, so you don't have to go through the whole video. The three things that I did like most on this machine was the design itself of this particular box, both the MX3, MX4 and MX5 that I tried here on the channel. I really like this simple design with the light and the button on the top. This is very subjective. Some of you might I like it, some others might not like it, but I really enjoy it. The other thing, or an improvement that we have from the last generation to this generation, is that this MX4 right over here with Lollipop has online updates, which is great on my opinion. And lastly, I did enjoy also that it comes rooted from factory. So you don't need to watch the whole video, because after the test, this will be the things that I will let you know that were my favorite. And in terms of problems, I didn't find any problems whatsoever on this machine, as well as example of last year. So this is it. You can just run away and watch something else on YouTube. Nonetheless, if you want to stick and watch the review, then let's go straight for the video. Hope that you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you in a few seconds. And here we are with the MX4 from Trophy that features the Amlogic S812, 2GB of RAM and 16GB of flash storage with Android Lollipop 5.1. And regarding our usual and quick unboxing experience, once we open the package, we will find the MX4 on the top, one power adapter, HDMI cable, OTG cable, and the usual documentation. And now, taking a closer look at it, we will find that power button on the top that I really like it, red while on standby and blue when we turn it on. At the front and left, no ports at all. On the right hand side, one micro SD card slot, one OTG connection and two USB 2.0 ports. At the back, one power input jack, AV out, gigabit Ethernet connection, HDMI and optical out. At the bottom, a rubberized surface, and at the top, that Trophy MX4 logo. And once we turn the machine on, we will see the same launcher that we had last year, which I've got nothing against, but I still prefer to use KK KitKat launcher on all my boxes, just because it's my favorite launcher, and by the way, anyone can use it, of course. Now, something new are the online updates, which I'm really glad to see here. In fact, it's one of the most important factors to me on any box, and I'm really happy to see Trophy delivering online updates. Now, regarding the remote control, it's the same infrared remote that we have seen last year, and there's nothing wrong with it, but for a better experience, I always advise a wireless remote, and I'll try not to forget to post a link for my video about remotes comparison. And moving along to our usual benchmarks, on this speed test we got 28 megabytes on reads and 25 megabytes on writes. On the network speed test using a power line adapter on Wi-Fi, I'm getting 76 megabits per second of download speed and 20 megabits per second of upload, while on the Ethernet connection I'm getting 100 megabits per second of download and 20 megabits per second of upload, which is basically maxing out my connection. Which, by the way, the power line adapters that I'm using at this moment are the Devolo power line adapter kit with gigabit connection and Wi-Fi AC, and for a full review just check out the right top corner of this video. And moving along, on Geekbench 3 we got 537 on single core score and 1538 on multi-core score. On Antuntu 39,000, 3D Mark score, Ice Storm Extreme roughly 6,000, and finally Epic Citadel with 51.5 frames per second of average score. Okay guys, so I had a great experience last year with the MX4 and I was not expecting to have any less with this new version, and I'm really glad to say that I was not wrong. So very quickly, in terms of gaming, I had no issues. I played Respawnables and Asphalt 8 Airborn, which are two of my favorite games at the moment, and the experience was very smooth. In terms of video playback, once again, besides being capable of playing my library of Blu-ray MKV movies at 1080 located on my NAS, it also played very smoothly Big Buch Buny, Tears of Steal and Sintel up to 4K with H264 and H265 Codecs, which, by the way, all credits due regarding the public presentation of these samples are down below on the video description. And the final test, which is to mirror and streaming from iOS and OS X devices, once again worked flawless, streaming our photo slideshows on the fly from the iMac, like magazine style, sliding panels and vintage prints. Both image and audio were very smooth. So in conclusion guys, last year this was a budget box that I could recommend to anyone, and this year I'm happy to do it again. And regarding the things that I did like the most were the overall design, the online updates, and finally it's rooted from factory. On the other hand, as you guys could see on the things that I did like the least, there were none, at least so far. And that is it, we have reached the end of another review, this time the MX4 from Trophy. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did so, don't forget that usual thumbs up. My name is Roberto George, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.